Hi everybody, as you can see, I am Manik Mondal and from the channel Literature Study at Home, I welcome you to discuss with you another 50 set of most important MCQs from English literature. Here, I'm not going to give you from a single genretic area, that is from drama, poetry, short story, non-fiction, fiction. Rather, this is a series where you will find out 50 most important MCQs from all kinds of genre. Your first question is, who is the landlord in Maxim Gorky's The Lower Depths? It is Mikhail Ivanovich Kustylev is the landlord in Maxim Gorky's Lower Depths. Next we have Federico Garcia Lorca's The House of Bernarda Alba. It explores which major theme? The story which is dealt with, a kind of repression of mind and the burden of social customs is a story called The House of Bernarda Alba. So here your answer is option B, repression and social norms. Then we have a very famous novel by Richard Burnsley Sheridan and it is named Rivals. So what is the literary technique famously associated with the character Mrs. Malaprop? It is malapropism, option C. Now question number 3 is over. Now 4. Percy B.C. Shelley and Shelley's The Kinky deals primarily with themes of what? As you know, Kinky is a familial story and it talks about the familial tyranny and justice. Come to the question number 5. Ben Jonson's The Alchemist is a satire. This is from drama, So Ben Jonson's The Alchemist is a satire on alchemy and human folly. Got it? Option B. Which of these plays introduces the existentialist idea that hell is other people? So, which of these plays introduces the concept of existentialism idea that hell is the other people? So, it is found in No Exit. Okay, now come to question number 7. Aphra The Rover. It's said during which festival? It is celebrated at Carnival. So during the Carnival, Rover is set. Come to question number 8. Who is the niece of Eddie Carbon in Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge? A View from the Bridge features the character like niche, and this niece of Eddie Carbon's in Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge is Catherine. Now, John Vanbrugh, one of the restoration writer, comedy writer. So John Vanbrugh deals with that in The Provoked Wife, a drama. It deals with marital discord and societal norms. Question number 10. One of the greatest world classics, and that is William Conque's The Way of the World. So it's a significant work of which genre? It is fall in the category of comedy of manners. Now, in The Beggar's Opera, we have the character Macbeth, and it's best described as, so this Macbeth is best described as charismatic highwayman. Now we have the question number 12. The symbol of confidence in the house of Bernarda Alba is represented by. So the symbol of confinement in house of Bernarda Alba is represented by the locked doors. Question number 13. No exit was originally written in which language? Obviously in French. In French it was written. Now come to question number 14. Which year marks the publication of R.B. Sheridan's The Rifles? It is in 1775. This year is very famous. Now, who serves as the philosopher and wanderer in the lower depths? In the lower depths, we have found Luca as the philosopher and wanderer. Then come to question number 16. The character Adela in the house of Bernarda Alba symbolizes what? The character of Adela in the house of Bernarda Alba symbolizes rebellion against societal oppression. Now come to question number 17. Which character is associated with malapropism in the Rivals? I think you can give it properly. It is obviously malaprop. Now, what genre that Selig Kenki belongs to? Selig Kenki is a poetic drama. Now, come to question number 19. We have a play by Ben Jonson and it is named The Alchemist. It was first performed in which year? It was first performed in 1610. Then we have Jean-Paul Sartre's No Exit, a pure non-fictional work. So in Sartre's No Exit, how many characters are trapped in the room? There were only 3 characters who were trapped in the room. So your option B is the correct answer. Now come to question number 21. The carnival is a kind of festival we have found in the story The Rover. So it was set in Dash. So it was set in Venice. It was set in Venice. Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge highlights themes of what? Themes of immigration and betrayal. So it highlights the themes of immigration and betrayal. Now, next question. We have a character named Lady Brute. He is the protagonist of which of Restoration Comedy? Lady Brute is the protagonist of John Van Bruch's The Provoked Wife. Now come to question number 24. Who is Mirabelle's love interest in The Way of the World? Obviously, it is Millamant is the love interest of Mirabelle. The Beggar's Opera is a kind of satire, or it satirizes what? So, Beggar's Opera, it satirizes that the Italian opera and societal corruption. Okay, now arrange the following Restoration Comedy in chronological order in terms of publication. We have The Country Wife by White Charlie, The Man of Mood by George Etheridge, The Way of the World by William Congreve, and The Rover by Afra Ben. So all these are a kind of classics in the hallmark of your career. You can see that in your writing, in your reading career, you can say that these are the best works, almost we can say the in the highest rank, the most significant one. So here, if you try to order chronologically, then obviously it is that the Man of Mood will come first. It was more prior. Okay, then we have Afra Ben, who is called as the second one. Okay, so after Afra Ben, then we have to go to choose either Country Wife by White Charlie, that which we see, and the D may be the third point, The Way of the World. So that's why you have to accept that that is your first choice is 2. Obviously A I have mentioned 2, and then second choice is about The Rover, and the third one is about the first one, and the fourth one is about third one, or The Way of the World. So this is the correct combination. Got it? Now, which of the following literary movements is associated with the Rape of the Lock by Alexander Pope? So which of the following literary movements? So what they were actually focusing? Okay, so it is that they were talking about neoclassicism. That means which following literary movements is associated? It is literary movement. It's called neoclassicism. As you know, Augustan period is called in this very particular era. So it's kind of deadly kind of combination. So now come to question number 28. Identify the year when Samuel Johnson's A Dictionary of English Language was first published. It was in 1755. 1755. Now you need to match the following authors respective their works. Henry Fielding, we have in the list first Jonathan Swift, Henry Fielding, Daniel Defoe, Samuel Richardson. So this is pretty much clear. I hope you all can give the answer. So here we can see that Jonathan Swift wrote what? It is Gulliver's Travels. So the first one is very much clear. Now the second one is Henry Fielding. He wrote Tom Jones. That maybe it is A. And then we have Daniel Defoe. He wrote Tom Jones. And at the end we have that is Robinson Crusoe. Samuel Richardson's was already Pamela. Daniel Defoe was already what can I say? Tom Jones. Yeah. Henry Fielding was appointed with what? Robinson Crusoe. So this is the option. So if you follow that, your option B is the correct answer. Now arrange the following works of William Wordsworth in chronological order of the publication. So we have the Prelude, we have the Lyrical Ballads, we have the Excursion, Tinta Abbey. So here, what is the trick is that that is to order or to organize chronologically, they need to be separated. So we have found that first in the list should be obviously Lyrical Ballads in 1798. So it will be the first, and the fourth one is obviously here it is a part of this period, that is Tintern Abbey, and then we have also the other just like Prelude comes little later, and at the end we can say that the Excursion arises. Okay, so that's why your option B is the correct answer. Now, who coined the term negative capability in relation to poetic imagination? So when we talk about negative capability, we occasionally think about John Keats, isn't it? So it was John Keats who is the man who introduced the concept of negative capability. Now, in which year we have found that Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte was published. So it was published in 1847. It was published in 1847. Now match the following Victorian writers with their works. So here Alfred Tennyson is obviously related to what? In memoriam. So one is related to obviously C. Then Robert Browning is very much related to what? Obviously The Ring and the Book. The Ring and the Book. Let's check it out. Ring and the Book or not? Yes, Ring and the Book is the Robert Browning work. Then we have Matthew Arnold's Dover Beach. That means 3 is to C. Okay. Now Christina Rossetti is the writer who wrote Goblin Market. Okay, so if you focus correctly, it will fall on the option B. Option B is the option B. No, sorry. Option A is the correct answer, isn't it? Option A is the correct answer. So I have to check it rather. Option A is the correct answer. Now come to question number 34. Which of the following novels by Thomas Hardy ends with the execution of the protagonist? So which of the following novels by Thomas Hardy ends up with the execution of the protagonist, and it is found in Jude the Obscure. Jude the Obscure. Now, arrange the following novels of Charles Dickens in order of publication. So here we have David Copperfield, Great Expectation, Oliver Twist, and Bleak House. Now, if you try to understand that, obviously, that is Oliver Twist published first, okay, and then it was David Copperfield. So here Oliver Twist published first, then David Copperfield, and then we have obviously Bleak House, and at the end we have D as Great Expectations. Okay, so now here your option I have given already, that is option A is the correct answer. Got it? Option A is the correct answer. Now come to question number 36. Which of the following works is not written by Virginia Woolf? So here we have work like Orlando, The Waves, To the Lighthouse, Sons and Lovers. Obviously, it is Sons and Lovers. It was written by D.H. Lawrence. Come to question number 37. The narrative technique stream of consciousness is prominently used in which of the work? We have option A, Heart of the Darkness, option B, Ulysses, option C, The Great Gatsby, and D, Of Mice and Men. And obviously here we have that Ulysses by James Joyce. We have plenty of stream of consciousness technique. Now identify the author of the modernist poem The Oslo, the Wasteland. Very easy, it is T.S. Eliot. Now who among the following is a prominent figure in the theatre of the absurd? So when we talk about theatre of the absurd, obviously the name of Samuel Beckett will come at the very top. Now arrange the following plays of George Bernard Shaw in chronological order. So if you try to understand, that is the play Arms and the Man is coming at the very beginning, and then we have that the Pygmalion next work, and the third one is obviously the Man and Superman, and the fourth one is Major Barbara. Now question number, so here arrange the plays. I have already discussed how to arrange A, B, C, D. That means already there. Okay, now come to question number 41. Which of the following is a key characteristic of modernist literature? So if you try to understand modernist literature, it explores a lot of individual consciousness and other things. So exploration of individual consciousness. Now question number 42. Now the Souls of the Black Folk. The Souls of the Black Folk is an influential work in African American literature. So who wrote it? The Souls of Black Folk. The Souls of Black Folk was obviously written by W.E.B. Du Bois. Now come to question number 43. Arrange the following works of Faulkner, William Faulkner. So as you know, William Faulkner is a prominent writer, and here chronological it is already there. A Light of the Sound and the Fury, the As I Lay Dying, and Light in August, and Absalom. So this is the proper order, we can say. Now question number 44. Okay, so which of the following novels is considered a major work of post-colonial literature? So whenever we talk about post-colonial literature, obviously all the works I have portrayed may be considered a major work of post-colonial literature, but most importantly it is Things Fall Apart, which is definitely go for in the list top. Who wrote The Wasteland? Once again, it's a repeated question. T.S. Eliot, and a very basic level of question. Now come to question number 46. We match the following authors with their major works. Joseph Conrad, obviously Heart of Darkness. Virginia Woolf, obviously Mrs. Dalloway. William Faulkner, obviously The Sound and the Fury. And James Joyce's Ulysses at the end. So here we have the answer, option B. That means 1 is D, 2 is C, 3 is A, 4 is B. Now, which of the following is considered the most famous work of Franz Kafka? So, Franz Kafka's works are very much famous, and they are almost looking similar, but with Metamorphosis, he achieved a lot. So, he has chosen, we can say that The most famous work of Franz Fanon is Metamorphosis, in which year was To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee was published. So To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee was published in 1960. In 1960. Which of the following novels by George Orwell is a dystopian work? Obviously, there is no other work better described that is dystopian work. It is 1984. Now, the last question for me for today, and that is which literary movement is associated with the works of William Blake, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and William Wordsworth. So here, the literary movement which was associated with the works of William Blake, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and William Wordsworth, it obviously their work are interconnected because the thematic aspect, that is romanticism. Got it? So the romanticism movement is associated with the works of William Blake, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and William Wordsworth. So that's all for this series. We will return back with some another interesting series with 50 most important MCQs too. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a great day.